In this video, we're going to take a look at how we can style our HTML code. So this is our HTML, and we want to know how we can style this. Now, how it's done is you have to click inside the particular tag and use the style attribute. So the style attribute, style is equal to, so style is an attribute of the h1 tag. It's also an attribute of the paragraph tag, and it can be an attribute of the link tag. Almost every tag, the style is a common attribute. Now, you'll get to learn the styles over time, but for example, if we wanted to center this header on our page, we could use text, align, and center. And if we save this, file, save, and I go down and refresh my page, you'll see now that the header is centered on the page. Now, if you want to add another styling, you have to separate by using the semicolon here. Now, let's say if I want to make that color, maybe that header color maybe blue, I could use the color blue command, and I'm just going to save that and refresh. Go, and you can see the header has turned blue. And so we have kind of two stylings here. We have the text align center and the color blue. And you can also use the background color as well. Background color, let's say it's a light yellow. I'm not sure if that one is a light yellow. Let's try that. And file, save, and refresh it down here, and you can see kind of a light yellow background has appeared right across the page. So if we go to our h1 tag here, our HTML tag h1, we see we have the attribute style. All the properties here are within the quotation marks here, you'll notice. And we have three properties. The first property is text align center, and it's separated with a semicolon here, one property. And then another property is color blue, and another property is background color light yellow. And you notice how we all finish with a semicolon, and all these properties are of this style attribute are inside the quotation marks. So there are many styles, and style can be applied. This style attribute can be applied to almost every set of tags. So if you want to take a look at all the potential styles, you'll get to know them over time. But you can see here in the xstandard.com here, we have a listing of all the different CSS properties. So one property example we looked at was the background color. We already did. There's all kinds of properties that you'll get to know if you learn more CSS. Let's go back. Okay, now let's try applying a style to one of our paragraphs. Style equals, and let's do a font size, let's do a font size, and something like let's try 24 pixels. So this attribute style and this property font size 24 pixels will be applied to this first paragraph here. So the size will change to 24 pixels from its current size, default size. Now I'm just going to save this, and let's have a refresh down here, and you can see how this paragraph is somewhat bigger than this paragraph. This is probably 12 or 14 pixels, and this size is 24 pixels, so you can see it's bigger. And if I make it even bigger, I can make it 32, make it stand out a bit more. File, save, and refresh, and you can see how much bigger this paragraph is. And let's say on this paragraph we could also style the second one here. If I made the font, let's try font style, and I could make that italic. See, so give it this paragraph an italic style, and if I go and I refresh, you will see this paragraph is now in italics. Now let's try styling the link here. Let's change the color, and I'm going to go up and find my link tag, my anchor tag, or anchor tags, and I'm going to use the style attribute and the color property. Color, let's use red. And go up here and save this file, save, and if I refresh the page, I can see that my style has changed color, or my link has changed color. So this kind of styling is often called inline styling, because you are styling inside of the tags themselves. So you're writing all the code inside the tag. The only problem with this kind of styling is that it can be a little bit messy. You can see here when you have a lot of properties, it can kind of mess up your code. So there are a couple of ways of dealing with this. You can actually put your styling inside the head. Remember, everything inside the head does not appear on the web page, so we can use the head area to also put in our styling. Now, that kind of styling is called internal CSS. This is inline CSS right here, and if we go up here and we create, we can create a couple of style tags. Style, and we can move all our styling from here into the style tags. That's another way, and another way is we can actually create a separate page, and then we can connect that page to our HTML. So you basically are looking at three types, and they're kind of outlined here. The CSS can be added to HTML in the following ways: inline, which we already did, and internal, putting a style tags inside the head, and external, using an external CSS style sheet. And in the next video we're going to take a look at how we can do internal styling. And this site, W3 Schools, is an excellent site, and you can further learn more about HTML and CSS in their tutorials.